My name is Zach A. there, and I chose a fairy tale book entitled The Three Pigs, and this is a book by David Wiesner, and it actually received the Caldecott Medal back in 2002. David Wiesner is a very well-known children's book author. He has wrote many children literature books in the early 2000s and late 1990s. And the book, The Three Pigs, the lexile of the book, Scholastic says is K through second grade is the intended um, reading level. Although in the lower grading levels, you may need a parent or a teacher to read to them. And you can read this book and use this book all the way up into the middle school level. The lexile level on the book actually has a code that I found, and it's the lexile NP, which means the non-prose. The text couldn't be given a lexile because of 50% non-standard or a non-conforming prose throughout the text. So the book, The Three Pigs, is the same fairy tale as all of the fairy tale, The Three Little Pigs, that we always knew as a kid growing up, except it has a little bit of a twist to it and is a little bit different. The author, David Wiesner, he had a great imagination, and it kept my attention always when I was littler reading the book because it had a nice little twist to it and turn. So it starts out with the same starting line that all fairy tale books start out with, saying, once upon a time, it continues, once upon a time, there were three pigs who went out into the world to seek their fortune. The first pig decided to build a house, and he built it out of straw. And the book is a little bit lengthy. It's longer than most other books. So I'll just kind of skim through the pages here. It's showing the wolf. He blew the first house down. That was the first pig made out of straw. And then it goes on to the next page. It has the next pig who built his house out of sticks. It blew his house away too. And it actually blew both pigs out of the story. So it blew both pigs out of the story into a new world. And it's a neat book and it's interesting because this book has different annotations beside each pig or each character's throughout the story. So it goes on to say, while they're traveling through the new world, instead of their fairy tale world, they're in this new world exploring, and they're in the fairy tale world. So they're in with different stories, and it shows them in there playing while they're traveling through the new world. And there are lots of pages with the pictures on them. So they say that wait, what is that? So they want to go into this new fairy tale world. So the pigs say, I think someone's out there. Come help us with this. And they jump into the fairy tale where the cow jumps over the moon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. So they jump back out of that fairy tale, and they look at another one, they point in another one, and they go into the fairy tale where there's a big dragon, a great dragon, who stood guard over the rose made of purest gold. So they went into this story, and they actually saved this dragon, and they saved the king. So they, in return, the dragon thanks them and mentions how brave they are. So they jump back out of there, and then they see their world, and they think it's time to head back into theirs with where the wolf is. So this pig up here said, "It's my place. Notice the brickwork I did myself." He was talking about his brick house that he built, the last pig. And they all join him, and go down to the house along with him. So here's an illustration of when they go back into the house with the dragon. Is another interesting thing at the end of this story that actually helps the pig in return of what they did for their hard work to save the dragon. It shows a picture of the dragon, and how the wolf tried to blow the house down and kept saying, "Let me in, let me in." So the dragon comes out and runs him away and makes him leave the place. And then the last picture in the story, it says, "And they all live happily ever after with the dragon." And it's a neat little book. You can teach a class about teamwork, and this is really what the book is about. It's about the teamwork and helping the dragon, and then the dragon helps them, and it's a big twist from the regular fairy tale of the three little pigs and the wolf. And I enjoyed how that the author David Wiesner took them to a imaginary world, and it showed them jumping into different fairy tale novels and stories that we all know of, and then they jump back into theirs with a character from a different one, the dragon, who actually helped them in return.